Hi guys, I'm back. So this weekend we did have some visitors who brought over some vegetables from their garden. I figured now would be a good time to try canning for the first time. Don't ask me why. But this is how it turned out. I made some garlic herb pasta sauce, garlic dill pickles, and then this video is pretty much just going to be me doing that as a first time lazy, nonchalant sort of cooker. Alright, so we start by coring and cutting off any blemishes that we see on the tomato. I mean, they make a special tool for this, but I just use a little knife. Alright, then we're going to steam them, dip them in some ice water, peel them, cook them, and then add all of our other ingredients to make our pasta sauce. I did boil the jars to try and sanitize them, but I have very hard water, so if you have hard water you might notice that you get this film on the outside. It was a bit excessive here, so I just dumped the water and put some filtered water in there. If you don't want to do that, you can use vinegar and just put that in your water, and that should help prevent that film, but I did not do that like a silly goose, so I had to start all the way over. Lots and lots of fun for me. And I just gotta say, I really appreciate you guys if you made it this far. These videos are very stream of consciousness. I'm just talking. As I get a little bit more into it, maybe I'll come up with a structure, who knows. Let's see. So now I'm just adding the pasta sauce that I made. You can find a really good recipe for it on Google. I honestly just eyeball it, guys. I put the tomatoes in there, I throw my garlic, my pepper, my Italian seasonings, and I don't measure anything, I just do it to taste. I also add some sugar and salt. Alright, and so now I'm just going to wipe off the top to make sure I get a good seal on that. We're going to do that with a jar and the lid. And then once that's all put on there, I throw it into the pot, and we're going to, because this is a pint, we're gonna boil it for about 40 minutes. After it's done boiling, it's pretty much good to go. Just check that seal. Alright, so now we're gonna work on our pickles. I was just showing you guys this. This is a huge, oh my goodness, and we're not gonna say anything. So we're gonna chop that cucumber up and all the other cucumbers that I got. And then we're gonna just, like I said, I just measure to eyesight and pray to God that it works. If anything, if you can learn anything from me, it's that you really don't have to be too specific with these things. I mean, there are recipes where you have to measure and be very diligent, but something I've learned over time is that, for the most part, it's probably gonna work out. You don't have to stress yourself out about it too much. Alright, so there we go. I put in my garlic, dill, some peppercorns, and then I'll show you guys because I just think it's so pretty. Look how cute that is. Alright, so we do that. I went ahead and filled 2 because I wanted to give a jar to the person who gave me these veggies and fruits and all these wonderful things. Wanted to make one for us, and I wanted to make one for them. So now I'm just putting that brine in there, that vinegar brine, and then making sure to fill it to about 1/4 inch from the top. Look at how pretty those are. Here we go with my stream of consciousness again. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and repeat it. Just wipe off the top. We're gonna put our lid on, and we're gonna boil that for about 10 to 15 minutes. The thing about these pickles, though, is that you do want to let them sit for at least 24 hours and then check that seal just to make sure that it worked. Alright, just wanted to pop back in here to kind of give you an idea of how you can check those lids. So one of the ways is to press on the top. If there's any bounce back or it makes a popping noise, then it probably is not sealed, or definitely is not sealed, I should say. Another way is you can unscrew that ring and then lift it by the center of the lid that should be stuck on there. If you lift it and it comes off, it's definitely not sealed. If you lift it and it doesn't, then yay, we did a good job. We both did a good job. Hopefully, I'll be checking mine in about 24 hours here. But yeah, there's a couple of ways that you can check just to be sure before you open it and eat it. And here it is. All right, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day. All right, bye.